Hello, this is John from caveofprogramming.com, and in this tutorial we're going to look at publishing your application in the Google Store. Now, I've already exported and digitally signed my application, and I've created screenshots of it, and I've also created a few other graphics that you'll need, and you can see what those are when you go to the actual page where you can upload your application. But in particular, among other things, you'll need at the moment a 512 by 512 very large version of your icons application to use in the store, I suppose. So let's go to market.android.com/publish, and you need to create a developer account. And if you go to this page for the first time, it will ask you if you want to create an account, and you'll need to pay $25 to create an account. But once you've created a developer account, you can upload as many applications as you want, and you don't have to pay $25 again. So I've already created my developer account and I've paid my $25, and now I'm going to go to upload application here on this page, and I'll select my APK, which I exported in the last tutorial, my Note Squirrel APK containing my application, and I'll click upload. And I'm just gonna come back in a second when that's finished. Okay, so I've now uploaded my APK file, and I get this screen, and it warns me that my app requests 2 permissions and requests 2 features that will be used to filter it. So these are the permissions and the uses feature nodes that we talked about earlier. And as long as there are no horrible warnings here, you can click save and then upload stuff here. So it's a great big form, and I won't go through this because it explains what you need to upload. And you'll need screenshots and a high resolution application icon, 512 by 512, and fill in a bunch of information. And when you've finished, then you can go ahead and try to save it and publish it. So I'll do that now, and I'll come back very shortly. Okay, so I've filled in the details for my application, and I just want to draw your attention to a couple of things in this page here. And one thing is, you'll notice that I've said that my application will be free because it's just a demo application basically. If you want to sell it, you need to set up a merchant account here. And you probably won't get lots and lots of installs of your application unless you promote it yourself. So if you do make an application, you probably want to think about maybe creating a website, or even creating videos for YouTube and sharing it on social kind of networks and things like that. And another thing is that if you look at this text here, Google will actually filter your device depending on your permissions settings, and if this says 0, just make sure that you haven't set some crazy permissions in your application, and also make sure that you've uploaded an APK file, and you need to click a link in here somewhere to activate it, which has now disappeared because I have activated this, but I think it was originally on this page. So make sure you've uploaded an APK and you've activated it, and then save. And this says, once you've set the price to free, you can't change it again, apparently. And once you've done that, you should see that your application is available to more than 0 devices. So let's just search for devices in here. And this says this is available to 1,595 devices, which is surprisingly small, actually. But actually, no, it's not surprisingly large, because when you look at these are not individual people, these are actual different kinds of devices, of course. So yeah. Okay, and once you've done that, hopefully you can publish it. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll be back in just a minute. Let me get rid of this dialog, and to publish it, all you need to do is click this publish button here and say that you understand. And I've got some errors as I expected, so I'll correct those and be back shortly. Okay, I'm back again, and now I've successfully published my application. The only thing I forgot was to check the box to say that I didn't want to publish a privacy policy, and the form warned me of that when I tried to click publish. And so now I've got a published application, and I'm not expecting to get rich of it because it is just a little demo app, and I'm not planning to publicize it except in these tutorials. And I will upload the full source code for this application and all the source code that you've seen in these tutorials, along with the lectures, so you'll be able to find them connected to this series of tutorials somewhere. Okay, so that's it for this time, and I hope you get rich with your application if you publish it. And oh yeah, I should mention as well that if you don't charge money for your application, you can also integrate advertising into it and make money that way. But I'm just publishing this app for the fun of it and for this tutorial series really. Okay, so until next time, happy coding.